For all you crazy cloud chasers out there and super sub-owners, I've built a coil that you're not going to want to copy. This is my take on cloud chasing. I said I was going to do this video when I built that other stupid coil that read like 0.2 ohms. Back when I had my crappy camera. Well, I have a 0.9 ohm coil here, and this is my take on cloud chasing. Do you see that gigantic cloud? Nah. You see, I'm still going to use this coil. But I got different plans, alright? I'm going to change up my mod a little. And I've been actually wanting to do this for quite some time, just to produce a shit ton of vapor on a setup. Okay? To produce a shit ton of vapor on a setup that had a single coil reading about 1 ohms. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a Nemesis Authentic Clone and Clone. Okay, that's what I'm going to call it. It's all in one. It's an authentic Nemesis and a clone. This is what it is. I'll kind of show you how she behaves. Let me juice her up now. This is my first roundabout at it, but if I'm kind of thinking of how it's going to perform, I think it's going to do just fine. Hot! Okay, so it is doing just fine. I'm going to open up both air holes on this single coil. Guys, so let's give it her first vape. Alright. And I actually got this RD specifically just to do this. And let's see how she blows. What the hell? That's the same coil! Is that other mod battery dead? No, this is a freshly charged battery. So for you cloud chasers out there, you don't need to go super sub-ohm. If anything, this is a 1 ohm coil. I'm not even sub-ohming yet. I'm able to produce gigantic amounts of clouds. Okay? You want to know the secret? Well, it's quite simple, really. If you got how I was able to produce so much vapor off this and using a freshly charged mod magneto, it's not voltage drop, opposed to just using a Nemesis, how did I get so much more vapor off the same coil? Alright, I did take the exact same draw and all that. This battery in here is not fully charged at all. It's actually closer to the end of its life draining system. So how am I even possibly producing this much vapor? Well, there you go. Okay, I have two 18650 Sony VTC 4 stacked in this sucker, pushing just about 7.1 volt. I don't know. But yeah, so I have two Nemesis clones and an authentic Nemesis, and I ended up putting it all together to get this stacked Nemesis. If I were ever to go out to a cloud chasing competition, alright, what I see on these kind of vape meets where I see them have competitions, I'm gonna bring this sucker, okay, on a 1 ohm coil. Okay, I'm perfectly in my safe range to vape. I'm drawing perfectly in the safe amperage. Those of you guys that say this is freaking dangerous, no, it's not. Okay, I've done my calculations. This is perfectly safe. And this thing looks seriously like a lifesaver, you know, like vroom. And the safety switch works too. I could lock it in place. Alright. Yes, I am stacking batteries, and this is how I'm able to produce so much vapor on a 1 ohm coil. Okay, guys? This is an insane amount of vapor. Surprisingly cooler than I thought it would be. Surprisingly. I'm pretty sure I could get a bigger cloud off a different coil setup. Am I gonna do it? Probably not. But this is just a demonstration of what's capable out there for all those people that go, oh, you guys only vape at 0.3 ohms? Well, I vape at 0.1 ohm. You know what? That's pointless, okay? You're pushing the limit of your battery for no freaking reason. If you do want to cloud chase, fine. It's a hobby. Do it. Okay? Just do it with 0 nic. I'm doing it with 3 nic and but it's a hobby. It's your choice. But don't ridicule other people that are vaping for pleasure or to get off cigarettes, vaping at 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 ohms, because you're just fooling yourself. You see this thing? This thing's at 1 ohm. I can vape this thing all day. All freaking day. Now, mind you that if you do build this setup, please know your basic battery safety. Check my battery safety video. It tells you about stacking in series and parallel and all that other mumble jumble. Once you have the basic idea, okay, and once you know how to use Ohm's law, you don't have to memorize the equation. You just look it up, plug it in. Then you can start doing something crazy like this. You can even triple stack. But this is an insane amount of vapor. Now, you want to take a fast draw, and you want the airiest freaking draw possible, because you are heating up that coil real quick and you want to cool it down with that airflow. I did only single coil this just for the demonstration purposes, and I have both holes wide open. The reason why I'm using the Omega is because these are 3.1 millimeter holes, 2 of them wide open on a single coil, 1 ohmer. So it's kind of makes sense. How she vapes, you saw it. It's doable. It's not harsh. Some of you guys out there that made a stacking video are like, oh, look at how stupid this is. Who could vape that? I'm vaping it. I'm vaping it nicely. I can vape it. Alright? Let's take a short pulse. See? It's not... I'm trying to blow to the side of the camera, and even then it's just so much vapor. So this is my take on cloud chasing. Am I going to walk around with this thing? Hell no. But I just wanted to let you guys know that it is possible to stack batteries safely. It is possible to produce gigantic clouds with higher ohm coils. And it is freaking possible for you to actually kind of go sub-ohm on this and then just really start getting the maximum potential out of this setup. At 21 amps of current, 0.4 ohm coil, they're dual nano coils. Okay, I'm really pushing it now. 176 points. Scary, I haven't tried it yet, but alright. Okay, so here we go. I know it's possible now. I taste burnt. All I taste is burnt. And that wick is just fine. That is insane. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's juice her up and then try that again, okay? These coils are heating up so fast that actually I'm just going to pull it in there. And hopefully I can get a good vape out of it. 176.4 watts, guys. Let's see what I could do. This is pretty much the limit of where I'm going to go. I'm not going to build any crazier than this. But here we go. Again, for you guys that are trying this, stacking batteries is safe, okay? When you're even pushing the limits, I'm pushing 21 amps of current. I'm still in the safe zone. But just know your limitations. And know that even if you do push so much voltage and so much current, just know that sometimes the wicking cannot handle the amount of current. Like this build right here, that wick cannot handle that heat. So, alright. Wow. So again, this is a prime example of overkill, okay? I went too low ohms, I'm pushing too much power, and I cannot vape it. It's unvapeable. It heats up way too quick where it just burns the con where it stands. I'm even afraid to take even longer pull than that. That's my burnt flavor taste. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, so just know that this is kind of overkill. What I noticed is vaping at around 0.8 to 1 ohm on a stacked battery is doable. I've had this wide open, and even then, it's just freaking overkill. I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. So make sure you start with a kind of higher ohm coil, and then work your way into it. Drip kind of heavy so you don't burn out anything. And when you dry fire this with the cap open, make sure you point it kind of far away from you because it will pop and it's going to be very hot liquid. Alright, so that's about it. My take on cloud chasing. I want to do this build for quite some time now. I just never really got around to it. Rainbow. Frickin' awesome.